Good day to all our viewers out there. My name is Heinrich Neertling and welcome to Maths Lit. In today's lesson, we'll focus on maps, plans and other representations of the physical world. But more specifically, we'll focus on scales. Okay, now let's get our lesson going. Let's look at our first question. So question 1 says, the photograph of a set of sportswear, a t-shirt and shorts, as you can see, right, must be placed together on an A4 page as shown below or on our left hand side. The actual measurements of the A4 page, t-shirt, as well as the shorts are given, right? So there's your A4 page with the dimensions 269 millimeters by 209 millimeters. Then here we have our t-shirt with a length of 71 centimeters and 57 centimeters in width. And then here we have our shorts as well with a length of 34 centimeters and a width of 23 centimeters. Guys, it's always important that whenever you get a diagram, a map, okay, that you get familiar with what is given to you, that you relate the context, the words with the pictures. Are we clear on that? So basically what we are saying is the t-shirt and the shorts must be placed like this, as we can see here, right? As a set of sportswear on an A4 page. That is our aim. All right. But now, what is the specific question? It says, determine, showing all calculations, right? Which one of the two scales, 1:3 or 1:4, should be used so that the set of sportswear fits on the A4 page. All right. So basically, we must work with two different types of scales in order to see which one is most appropriate to use, right, to fit this set of sportswear onto an A4 page. Guys, now before I start with this, I want you to note one thing, that our units are not the same. If you look at the A4 page here, our dimensions are indicated in millimeters. But once we look at our set of sportswear, can you see now we are working with centimeters. So please keep that in mind when tackling this question. All right, so let's do this here where we have enough space. So I'll first of all start. Let me divide this into two so that you know. Here I'll work with 1:4, and on my right hand side I'll work with 1:3. Okay, now let's start. If I look at lengthwise, right, so let me put it like this. Lengthwise, my t-shirt is 71 centimeters. Plus, remember now, that's the first part here, the 71 is for that. Plus, the length of the shorts here is 34 centimeters. Can you see? So that's for the shorts, and I got it from here. Are we clear on that? Okay, so in terms of our length, that will give us a total of, let's quickly add that. So 71 plus 34, that should give us 105 here. So this is 105 centimeters. Remember I said in this, on this side we work, and I'll write it here, this is with the scale 1:4. Okay, so now, therefore I'll go and I say, okay, 105 centimeters divided by 4. Okay, so if I do that, I will get 26,25 centimeters. Now, if you look, that is the length of your t-shirt as well as your shorts that must go on this length of the page. Now, if you look at the length of the A4 page, this side here, it says it's 296 millimeters. So therefore, if I convert that to centimeters, I will divide by 10, right? Because 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeters. You can even move the decimal only one space, but let's type that in, 296 divided by 10. That will give us 29,6. So the length of the page itself is 29,6 centimeters. So therefore, do you agree that lengthwise, on the scale 1:4, it will fit? Are we clear? Now, if you look in terms of the width, right, and I'll write it here. Now, I will only work with the width of the t-shirt as indicated here, because the width of the t-shirt here, the 57, obviously is more than 23 centimeters, right? So therefore, I'll say then 57 centimeters. We know the width is 57 centimeters. Right? And if I look at, yeah, so that's actually not even necessary. You can see it will fit, right? So 57 divided by 4. Right, so let me say that divided by 4. That will give me 14.25 centimeters. Now if I look here, the width of the page is 209 millimeters. Again, I need to divide that by 10. So 209 divided by 10, that will give me 20.9. We agree. So this is equivalent to 20.9. And guys, also take note, you are more than welcome that when you get your question paper to work on it, make it a working document like I'm doing now, okay? So therefore you can see in terms of 1:4, the scale, even the width will be fine, right? Now let's move on to the scale 1:3. Remember the question, it says, determine showing all calculations. Can you see I can't just jump to a conclusion? I have to justify my answer based on my conclusion. Right, showing all calculations, which one of the two scales? So I've started with 1:4, now I will work with 1:3. Okay, remember the length is still the same scenario. But I'll write it down for you, so its length equals 71 centimeters plus my 34 centimeters. Right, so we agree that is still 105 centimeters. Okay, but now I'm working with the scale of 1:3. So therefore, I will go and say 105 centimeters, and I divide that by 3. So let's see what that will give us. 105 divided by 3. So that will give us 35 centimeters. Right? So remember, this is lengthwise. Now, when I look at the A4 page, I'll go back by indicating the length of the page, right, is what? 269 millimeters, which is equals to 29.6 centimeters. Remember I said we can only simplify if our units are the same. So if you look at this, in this case the length, when we use the scale 1:3, the length will be way too much because the length of the page itself is only 29.6 centimeters. Are we clear? And if you look at the length of the t-shirt as well as your shorts, it goes up to 35 centimeters. Are we clear? So therefore we can make that conclusion by saying, when we ask which one should be used, the answer in this case is the most appropriate scale here is 1:4. Simply because when I work with the length here, and I'm not even going to look at the width, that will work, right? But this already will indicate to me that it won't fit on that A4 page. Guys, are we clear on this? Let me quickly run through this again. Remember we said determine, showing all your calculations, which ones of the two scales, 1:3 or 1:4, should be used so that the set of the sportswear fits on the A4 page. I started off by working with 1:4 scale. I added the length of the t-shirt, the 71 centimeters, to the length of my shorts, the 34 centimeters. I got a total length of my sportswear of 105 centimeters. Right? Since I'm working with the scale 1:4, I divided the total length by 4. Got an answer of 26.25 centimeters. I looked at the length then of the A4 page, and I saw that it is 296 millimeters. I converted that millimeters into centimeters by dividing it by 10. So I got to an answer of 29.6 centimeters. So now I could compare the two now because both is in centimeters. So 26.25 centimeters will definitely fit on 29.6 centimeters. Fine. Thereafter, I look at the width. I only took the width of our t-shirt, right, because it's more than the width of the shorts. Took the 57 centimeters and I divide that by 4. That gave me an answer of 14.25 centimeters that fits onto 20.9 centimeters. And remember, I converted to 209 millimeters. I did the same, took the length of the t-shirt and the shorts, This time around, I worked with the scale of 1:3. Therefore, I divided the 105 with 3. I got an answer of 35 centimeters. Then I related to the length of the A4 page. Then I saw that 35 centimeters is more than 29.6 centimeters, so therefore it won't fit lengthwise on the A4 page. So my conclusion, based on my calculation, indicated therefore that the most appropriate scale is 1:4. Guys, I hope that's clear. Let us quickly take a short advert break. After the break, we'll continue with our lesson. See you now.